At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start. so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic! Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events. all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Cadwell Park for the 91st Annual South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Game 1 of 31 tonight. We'll pit the home team on the scoreboard, the Lennox Only One Alpacas out of the Corn Belt League, with the Milbank Fire Chiefs out of the Eastern Dakota League. Your lineups for tonight for the visiting Fire Chiefs. Leading off, the catcher, number 7, Caden Kraus. At first base, the shortstop, Kellen Hookey. At second base, Merrick Junker. At third base, Mitch Quaid. Brady Kraus will play shortstop. Dom Berger will play first base. Justin Osborne will play left. Brady Femling will play right field. And Taylor Berger will play center. Again, Dom Berger, your starting pitcher for the Fire Chiefs. For the Lennox Only One Alpacas, they're going to lead off with Drew Sweeter at shortstop, Kyle Brown at third base, Marcus Van Driel will catch tonight, Walker Hultgren will play center field, Chris Karpinski will play first, Kyle Tushin will be the designated hitter, Matt Storrell will play left field, Isaac Bambus will play second, and Cam Wolf will play right. On the mound for the Alpacas tonight is Brock Anderson. Alongside me, I'm Johnny Kirshner. I've got Brock Greenfield, the commish, up here in the booth. Brock, thoughts?
Johnny, coming in hot and loud. Johnny, this is going to be a heavyweight tilt. First round game that could have easily ended up being a quarterfinal, semifinal, or final type matchup. Both very talented teams. When Milbank has Don Berger on the mound, they are extraordinarily difficult. So I look, for a close game, a hard-fought game. If both teams are taking care of matters on defense, this should be a low-scoring affair.
So, first game of 31. Who do you like in the tournament, Brock? Any early predictions?
Well, you have your perennial powerhouses, of course. The Mudcats are always tough. Have defended. They're the defending champions 2 years in a row. Alexandria, of course, is tough. I would not put it past either of these teams or either of the next two teams to go deep into the tournament. I hate to overlook anybody. Winter Coloma, of course, always tough. Canova.
Dimmick Emery,
of course.
The list goes on and on. Well, here we go. Buckle up, folks. This should be a heck of a ball game to start the tournament. Caden Kraus will lead things off for the Fire Chiefs against the right-handed throwing Brock Anderson. Our umpires tonight, behind the plate, Dan Lund. At third base, Jeff Fryman. And at first base, Dennis Becker. That first pitch is up high for ball one.
Southeast winds at 11. Feels like 94.
Pitch number 2 on the way. That's going to be in there for a strike, and that'll even the count at 1-1. Anderson will throw 3 pitches here. You'll see a fastball, slider, and a changeup out of him. Goes for the outside corner, and that's just a bit outside. Bring the count to 2-1. Ground ball foul and out of play down the right side. Chop foul, not actually out of play. So 2-2 your count. Caden Kraus, the catcher for the Milbank Fire Chiefs. Anderson out of the full windup. Here's a delivery. That pitch is swung on. Gets away from the catcher, Van Driel. He'll come up with it, throw to first, and it is in time. So strikeout victim number 1 for Anderson.
First baseman number 6, Kellen Hookey.
Van Driel did a nice job to pounce on that ball and throw out a very speedy Caden Kraus at first.
Yeah, it didn't look to me like he was getting after it with any sense of urgency, but he come right up with it and made a play. So Kellen Hookey now, the first baseman of the Fire Chiefs, he'll step into the box, right-handed hitter. He'll look at a curveball in there for strike 1. That pitch is inside.
We have a little different setup. I'll mention it a few times here. The Game Changer app has changed, and instead of the South Dakota Amateur Baseball Association buying premium access for all the fans, we've had to set it up differently. You can search for your teams by their city, and you can follow along. If you have premium access, you won't miss out on anything. You can listen to it announced by the computer if you would like.
And as you were describing there, Anderson has gone full here on Kellen Hookey. So the payoff pitch and the delivery, and that's fouled back. I see we've got a younger ball boy this year on the passing of Al Olson. He'll be missed here at this tournament, but we've got a youngster in here replacing him, and he's already on the hop. That curveball's in there for a called strike 3. 2 up, 2 down here quickly for Milbank.
What year was it that Brock Anderson played his last Legion ball?
He played his last year in 2020. He was a super senior. He was able to come back. He graduated in 2019.
Gotcha.
As that pitch to Junker is down low for ball 1. Folks watching at home, I hope you're enjoying our enhanced production here. I've got Cole Larsch and Jody Brozik on the production booth, and we've got all kinds of different angles, and we're going to try to add some more as the tournament goes along. Anderson goes 2-1 now, is the count here on Junker. Merrick, a right-handed hitter, Legion player. He lifts that ball high in the air down the left side. It's probably going to be foul. Matt Storrow gave chase and just overran that ball. He went a long ways. Old-timer's probably out of breath.
Merrick Junker, as you mentioned, Legion player, but in the district tournament, he pounded a couple home runs out of there. He's a very competitive player and a very good stick.
I'm fired after the national anthem.
Yeah, and I didn't have the first pitch music queued up either.
So 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild, 2 outs, top of the first inning here at Cadwell Park. And that pitch is swung on and missed. It is in the dirt. So Anderson retires the side, 3 strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. After a half inning, we're 0-0. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV.
The best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Welcome back to Cadwell Park, Game 1 of the South Dakota Amateur Baseball State Tournament, year 2023. It is the 91st tournament, and we're entering the bottom half of the first inning here between the visiting Milbank Fire Chiefs and the home team on the scoreboard, the Lennox only one Alpacas. Due up for the Alpacas to face the left-hander from Milbank, Dom Berger, you'll have Drew Sweeter, Kyle Braun, and Marcus Van Driel.
Very quickly around the outfield. In right field is Brady Femling. Taylor Berger's in center. Justice Osborne in left. Around the infield, Mitch Quaid is at third. Brady Krause at short. Merrick Junker at second. Kellen Hookey at first. Behind the plate is Caden Krause, and on the bump is Dom Berger.
Sweeter set to lead things off here. Drew been around a long time. I think he's the old guy on the team now, matter of fact. No, actually Matt Storrow would be, but Drew is second oldest. I'm sure he appreciates me bringing that up, but he looks at strike one right down the middle. Drew will hit the ball where it is pitched. He takes nice, easy swings generally. There's a big swing and a miss there, and the count's 0-2.
Cole Larsh and Charlie Preen, along with Johnny Kirshner, brought you pre-tournament preview, and I think that it said that Dom Berger on the year had struck out something like 115 batters and walked 3.
I have it right here. Yes, in 52 innings he struck out 115 and walked 3. Has not given up an earned run. That pitch is upstairs, and I can see why people have difficulty hitting Dom. The motion changes with each pitch. And, of course, he's a lefty, and they cheat anyway. So
Dom's longtime battery mate, Brady Krause, is playing shortstop mostly for the Fire Chiefs this year. Had some problems last year with a thumb that kept dislocating when he was catching the Berger fastball. So Caden Krause now up from Legion. He's been doing most of the receiving this year behind the plate.
That 1-2 pitch from Sweeter was spoiled, fouled straight back. Look, see if Berger goes with something off speed here now that Drew seems to have him timed up. There's a delivery. That was off speed, grounded over to short. Krause up with it. He'll throw it across the diamond in time for the 6-3 putout, and there's one away here in the bottom of the first.
The third baseman, number 10, Kyle Braun.
Kyle Brown now the batter. He's a former Trader. Happen to know him fairly well. He's originally hails from the Ipswich area.
He is a teacher now at Centerville School District.
Up in that neck of the woods, you've got Braun, pronounced Braun in Warner and Brown in Ipswich. So Kyle Brown, the batter, takes the first pitch outside for ball one.
Pitch from Berger's up and away. Dan Lund says that is a strike, so 1-1 our count.
Kyle Brown, last year's Hustle Award winner. The Tony Adams family has sponsored that for the last decade or better. Recognized for his hustle between the lines.
There's a shot down the line, and that's going to be foul. 3-umpire system. The third base umpire takes that call. If that was me trying to get out from behind the plate, it would have been a crapshoot.
Still be stumbling, huh?
Oh, no, that's not
1-2 the count here. Kyle Braun. Delivery from Berger. That's hit back up the middle. That's going to find its way off the bag and a base hit. And Lennox with a runner on and a hit here in the bottom of the first inning. Kyle Brown with the first hit of the state tournament.
Number 23, Marcus Van Driel.
Brown did a nice job there, shortening up his swing a little bit. When he was with the Traders, he never got cheated. He might have looked at a pitch once in a while, but when he swung, he came out of his shoes. That was a nice piece of hitting by the veteran.
That'll bring up Marcus Van Driel, the left-handed hitting catcher for the Alpacas. He'll look at that pitch up and in. I almost thought that hit him, but must have came off the glove of Caden Krause, excuse me.
A couple of the mainstays in the Milbank lineup. Ronnie Krause, the Rocket, not in uniform tonight. He was on the roster, but I don't think he played much this year, if at all. And Jesse Krause has decided he'll play the role of GM more often than not. So you have the younger Krauses out there on the field tonight.
That 2-0 pitch is fouled back from Van Driel.
Well in on the hands a little bit. I think Van Driel knew that Don Berger is a strike thrower and expected a pretty good pitch. It was probably borderline, may have been a ball.
I think he did look back at the umpire and ask him if that pitch was going to be there. 2-1 the count. Early going here. That pitch on the outside is away, and that'll bring it to 3-1.
Through in the count. Van Driel in the heart of the order. Expect him to take a healthy hack. See if it's there.
Van Driel doesn't swing and miss a lot either, so must have been a little mustard on that one. So full count. Kyle Braun over at first. Marcus Van Driel at the plate. Don Berger comes set at the belt. Here's the delivery. That ball's fouled away. Back into the net. Kind of a sparse crowd here tonight, early going. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but we've probably got everyone watching us at home, so.
Jody's grinning.
3-2 to Vandriel. That pitch is fouled back right here into the seats. Somebody's got a choice, a souvenir or $1. Or is it more than that?
I think it's $2 now.
$2 now.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So we'll do it again. 3-2 coming to Vandriel. And that pitch is up high. That'll be a walk to Vandriel. So Lennox with a runner in scoring position here in the early going.
Batting cleanup for the Alpacas.
Courtesy runner coming in for Marcus Vandriel will be number 16, Brandon Oddie. And stepping to the plate,
Courtesy runner at first base.
the ever dangerous
16, Brandon Oddie.
Walker Hultgren.
Hultgren plays center field for the Alpacas.
First team all-conference center fielder for the Dakota State University Trojans this past year. And he will break a ton of individual records this year in Madison. That pitch is up and in for ball one.
Berger's been missing high a little bit here. A couple of the pitches that were fouled off too appeared to be high in the zone. He might be a little strong here as he starts after about 8 or 9 days off.
That one in there for a called strike. Walker says, I wish I had that one back. 1-1 our count. 1 out, first and second, bottom of the first inning here.
Should mention, I'll wait till after the pitch.
That pitch is going to be in there for a strike.
I mentioned it on Sunday at the selection show. Dom Berger sustained a leg injury about 3 weeks ago. Hadn't pitched for over 2 weeks or somewhere thereabouts, and came in back-to-back days, and in about 15 innings of work, I think 15 and 2/3, he struck out 37 and didn't walk anybody in the district tournament.
Big swing and a miss there from Hultgren, so he'll go down on strikes. And that'll bring to the plate first baseman,
Fifth for Lennox only one.
Chris
First baseman,
Krapinski.
number 9, Chris Krapinski.
Got to get acquainted with the program this year so I can flip to it and look at stats as we go.
You should have been here at 10 this morning like we were doing your pregame stuff, and we wouldn't have to worry about it. Berger at the belt. Here's the delivery. First pitch to Kropinski is up high and away for ball one.
Kropinski on the year batted .400.
Here's the pitch. That's upstairs. 2-0 is the count.
Domberger laboring here in the first inning. He's already thrown 23 pitches.
What's the max for this tournament? Oh, never mind. It's not 105.
No. That's a reference to the Legion pitch count. And that ball is that pitch is a strike. Yeah, the younger levels, they have certain pitch counts that require a certain number of days rest. 105 is the max at the Legion and Junior Legion levels, and 95 in Teeners, VFW.
That pitch will be in there for strike two. And Berger looking to wiggle out of some early trouble here in the first inning.
Shout out to Eric McPeak, who has already texted me. In fact, he texted me about 15 minutes ago, right as this thing got started, and said, I'm here as always. So thanks for tuning in, Eric. Happy to bring you coverage of the state amateur tournament.
That pitch fouled off, so we'll do it again.
I tip my hat to you guys who did that pregame or pre-tournament show, Cole and Charlie and Johnny, I started to allude to it earlier, but you guys really did a nice job. You had the stats at your fingertips and provided us with some valuable insights, and that is available on liveticket.tv if you missed it and if you'd like to catch it. It's archived.
Probably not too late to get in on our bracket challenge over on 605 either.
What is the cutoff? 5:30?
Oh, so it is too late.
Real mature. Well, you can still write them out on your own sheet of paper. Play along that way.
3-2 the count here. 2 outs. Runners will be going with the pitch.
Pay off.
There it is. That's a swing and a miss and a strikeout, and Berger does wiggle out of trouble. So Lennox will leave 2.
No run, 1 hit, no errors.
And we go into the top of the second with no score. You're watching the South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament on Live Ticket TV.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
So we're back here at Cadwell Park.
Batting 5th for the Fire Chief.
Now we're back here at Cadwell Park, and Mitch Quaid went after that first pitch from Brock Anderson and hit a towering fly ball over Walker Hultgren's head in center field. So he'll lead off the Fire Chiefs with a double here to start the top of the second. That'll bring up the shortstop, number Brady Krause. We thinking bunt here, Brock?
I'm not.
As he checks his swing, and he doesn't need to bunt because that ball gets away from Van Driel. So now the Fire Chiefs with the threat. They got a runner 90 feet away and 3 outs to work with.
I think they'd be more apt to bunt right here with Brady. I'm still not calling it, but I've seen them pull off the squeeze of the safety squeeze variety or the suicide squeeze variety in the past.
That one's popped up behind home plate, and that'll get out of play.
So a few more shout-outs. I know Dan Haug was asking how to tune in, and I assume that by now he's gotten in. Scott Hookey.
You can keep the foul ball or turn them into the concession
Scott
stand
Hookey
for
says
$2.
that he's in
Courtesy
northern
of the
Minnesota
Friends of
working.
Amateur
He said it's killing him to not be at his son's first amateur baseball tournament game. And he also says he's thankful that I'm not in the picture.
0-2 from Anderson. That's cut off by Brown. Diving play. What a play, Kyle Brown. Holy cow. To his knees, looks the runner back to third, throws across the diamond for the 5-3 put out, and there's one away here in the top of the second inning.
Batting 6 for Milbank, the pitcher number 13, Don Berger.
And Brent Griffith, he said right away that he had muted the volume on his TV so that he didn't have to listen to me. But Griff, you just showed your hand by saying that Taya was upset that I didn't give you a shout out right out of the gate. So
the pitch is to Don Berger is outside from Brock Anderson. So here's a delivery.
Just gonna throw it out there. Back in Legion ball, Dom wasn't really a threat at the plate, but he's really refined his skills there, and he has become a threat when he steps in the box. This ball, a tapper out to the second baseman, puts it in play. It's going to be an RBI ground out. So we have first blood here in the state amateur baseball tournament. That was Isaac Bombas. I don't think I said it right. Is it Bambas?
Yeah, Bambas.
Over to Kropinski for the out. So 2 down with 1 run in. The batter is the left fielder, Justice Osborne. They've got it spelled wrong here.
Osborne lifts that one out of play on the left side, and that'll probably get to the parking lot. Here's the delivery from Anderson. That pitch is lifted high in the air over in foul ground. Sweeter, Brown, and Storrow give chase again, and another one in the Bermuda Triangle that drops foul. So with all these Corn Belt EDL matchups, did you and Sabres get together and make any friendly wagers there, Brock?
We did not.
Chicken.
Yeah, I guess it just escaped me. I know you goaded me into it, trying to get me to do it when you were doing the pre-tournament show. Go ahead.
The 0-2 here to Osborne is swung on and missed, and that'll be the 4th strikeout. But Milbank does score a run on a hit. There were no Lennox errors. Nobody left after 1.5. Your score, Milbank Fire Chiefs 1, Lennox Alpacas 0. We'll be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We're back at Cadwell Park alongside Brock Greenfield. I'm Johnny Kirshner. Bottom of the 2nd inning here, the opening game of the 91st South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament, and Milbank has a 1-0 lead over the Lennox Alpacas. Due up for the Alpacas here will be Kyle Tushin, Matt Storrow, and Isaac Bambas. Tushin, the designated hitter, pickup player here from the Salem Cubs. He looks at a off-speed pitch over the heart of the plate for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 delivery, and that's going to be inside, and Berger stumbled a little bit out there. Hope he's okay.
That is the ankle that he had a problem with.
And he did just tighten up that ankle brace as well, so we'll see if that affects him here as we go on. That ball's going to be lifted into right center. It's kind of in no man's land, and that's going to drop for a base hit for Tushin. Femling gave chase. He probably got a little closer than Taylor Berger, but nonetheless in the gap, and that's a base hit. Lennox has their first hit of the game. I'm sorry, their second. Kyle Braun had a hit back in the 1st inning. So Matt Storrow comes to the plate. Matt, I would expect to see a bunt here. Matt, a longtime coach at Sioux Falls East, the American Legion program. retired last year and came back to playing this year, and he's been a nice pickup for the Alpacas. Matt does try to bunt, and that's going to go foul towards the first base dugout.
Isaac Bambus waits on deck.
Bambus, a Legion player, picked up here when Lennox's season was ended by Elk Point Jefferson, who were eventual runners-up in the State B Legion tournament. Berger's set at the belt, looks at Tushin. Here's a delivery. Storo's bunt attempt again goes foul, so 0-2. Matt's going to have to swing here. And Matt's probably not very happy with himself for not being able to get that bunt down. So 0-2 your count. Tushin at first. Berger will set at the belt. Eventually, someday, pretty soon. There he is. Quick delivery that time. And that pitch is inside for a ball, much to the chagrin of some of the Fire Chief players and fans.
Pretty close, a good nibble there.
Yeah, good nibble.
Might hear that a time or two. It's one of my faves. The field looks absolutely remarkable out there. Nice job by the...
There's a swing and a miss from Storo, and that'll be strike 3. So the third strikeout victim for Don Berger. That'll put one away here in the second, and that'll bring the plate the second baseman, Isaac Bambus.
Isaac Bambus.
Some of the unsung heroes, certainly the grounds crew. I remember the one year they had it mowed out there in the outfield like an American flag with the stars in the field. I'm sorry, the stripes in the field. Pretty awesome. Looks great.
I came into the ballpark today and they were taking a break, and I told them it looks as good as I've seen it look in a long time. It's a nice job here to the folks in Mitchell.
First pitch to Bambus, taken for a strike.
That pitch, another nibble.
Awfully close.
Shortstop Brady Krause is down on a knee there. He's wanting that one.
Isaac's a young Legion kid, isn't he? 17 or so?
Yes, he has another year remaining.
It's a good young talent. I've seen him a number of times up there in the Clark tournament. Swing and a miss there, running the count to 1-2. Tushin remains at first base. If you're just joining us, 1-2 the count with one down here in the bottom of the second inning. Milbank leads the Alpacas from Lennox 1-0.
That ball's lifted over by the first base dugout, and that's going to get out of play.
Bambus stays alive. Count remains 1-2.
Well, you can join us all tournament long here on Live Ticket. You get to hear our all-star lineup of voices. Charlie Preen, Cole Larsh, Heath Nimke, Jody Brozick, Brock Greenfield, myself will be bringing you all of the action, all 31 games. And we're going to mix it up, so you never know who you're going to get to listen to. There's a pitch. That pitch is off the outside corner again.
Lund has been consistent. He has not given that pitch, and both pitchers have tried that spot a few times.
I know an umpire who's calling that a strike all day long.
And he'll do the shuffle.
Twice on Sundays. 2-2 the count. Pitch fouled straight back. Lennox making Berger work here.
Speaking of that, he's now up to 41 pitches and he's recorded 4 outs. Very efficient normally, laboring a little here early on.
That pitch is in there for a called strike 3. So the third strikeout for Berger, the first one looking. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, Cam
Batting ninth
Wolf.
for the Alpacas, the right fielder, number 11, Cam Wolf.
On the season, Cam Wolf batted .342. That's a pretty stout average for a 9-batter. That's a pretty stout average for anybody.
Wolf, a right-handed hitter, semi-open stance. Swings through that fastball for strike one. There's a ball hit towards the second baseman.
Took a little bit of a funky hop, but Merrick Junker was all over it. He fielded the ball, stepped on second to retire the side.
So that'll, Lennox will score nothing after two complete. 1-0 Milbank. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
We're back at Cadwell Park. Anderson finishes warm-up pitches early, so quickly 1-1 here to the right fielder Brady Femling of Milbank. 1-0 your score. Fire Chiefs on top. Leadoff double last inning by Quaid. Turned into a run. And there goes Femling down on strikes, and that'll be the fifth strikeout for Anderson.
Center fielder number 15, Taylor Berger.
And that'll bring up the number 9 man in the order. Center fielder, Taylor Berger. There's a delivery from Anderson. That pitch is in there for a strike. Curveball bent right at the right time and dropped right in. Here's the 0-1. Brock working fast compared to his counterpart, Dom Berger. Here's the 1-1. That pitch is swung on and missed. So 1-2 your count. That pitch is driven into center field, and that's going to be a clean base hit for Taylor Berger. So the Fire Chiefs with their second hit of the ball game.
The top of the order, and catcher Caden Kraus.
And that'll bring up the leadoff man, catcher Caden Kraus.
I was doing a little checking. Taylor Berger checked in at the beginning of this tournament batting .333. He had a nice tournament up there in Clark. He's not your prototypical 9-batter.
Go ahead.
First pitch to Caden Kraus, taken for a ball inside. One down, runner on first for the top of the order here for the Fire Chiefs. Taylor does have some pretty good speed.
Pitch is in the dirt. Van Driel scoops that one out. 2-0 is our count here with 1 out. Anderson set at the belt. He peeks over. He delivers. That one's down. So 3-0. Anderson in danger of issuing his first walk of the ball game. And there is ball 4. So that'll put runners at first and second with 1 out for the Fire Chiefs. It'll bring to the plate the first baseman, Kellen Hookey.
For the Fire Chiefs, the first baseman, Kellen Hookey.
Kellen Hookey batted .278 on the season.
Looks like there's going to be some action in the Lennox bullpen here.
He's just wondering who we got about to deal out there.
Number 1.
Number 1. Any idea? Has got a scouting report on him?
Tall, skinny,
defective gene pool. It's J.D. Kirchner down there in the pen. Might have some relation to one of the guys on the mic.
That first pitch from Anderson gets away from Van Driel. And now Lennox in a little bit of trouble here. Second and third, 1 out, already trailing by a run, and we know runs against Don Berger are tough to get, so Lennox going to pull the infield in here. Interesting move by manager Chad Riley. That pitch is in there for a strike to Hookey. So 1-1 our count. Time will be called at the plate. As I mentioned, Anderson likes to work a little quicker, so Hookey wanted a little more time in there. That pitch, curveball, missed.
Pretty good discipline by the young Hookey.
2-1. There's a ball chopped at home plate, and that's going to be foul off of the batter in the batter's box, says the umpire.
Mentioned Scott earlier. Scott was a Milbank fire chief for what seems like 35 years. It's odd not having him here at the old ballpark and in uniform.
2-2 from Anderson. That pitch is grounded foul, chopped over to the Lennox dugout. Fielded there by Kyle Tushin. He'll throw it back to Anderson, and we're not even going to get a new ball. We'll just play on.
The 2-2. Chopped foul
Same
again.
spot, almost. And Brock going to set him up here for a high fastball, I feel. 2-2. Here it is again. Oh, that pitch is lined into left field. 1 run's going to score. Matt Storo's coming on. There's going to be no play at the plate. So a 2 RBI single for Hookey, and Milbank has a 3-0 lead here in the 3rd inning.
That was a heck of an at-bat for Kellen Hookey. Fouled off a couple 2-strike pitches.
Second baseman, Merritt
Got himself another look and lines one out into left field to cash in 2 runs. Runs the Milbank lead to 3-0.
Curveball from Anderson is up high for ball 1.
This the Legion pickup, Merrick Yunker.
Big swing and a miss there on that curveball.
Got some pop in his bat, and you can see why after that swing.
Anderson, another fastball on the outer half. 1-2 is your count.
What was it? Three matchups in the first round between the Corn Belt and the Eastern Dakota League?
I think there's 4.
Are there?
That pitch is fouled away down the right side. So just like Hookey, Yunker is staying alive here and fouling off pitches, becoming a tough out. The 2-2 from Anderson. That's curveball is left inside, and that'll run the count full. with one out. There's a ground ball over to Braun at third. Should be 2. Over to Bambus. I forget. Junker's a Legion player. He's a little quicker than most, so probably not going to get 2 on that ball. But
For the fire chief,
fielder's
the
choice
third
there.
baseman, Mitch Quaid.
Kyle Brown prefers to play, or used to prefer to play in the outfield, but man, Clark moved him to the infield, and he has vacuumed up everything since.
I have seen him make some tremendous plays the last couple of years.
I think 3 years ago in the state amateur tournament here in Mitchell, Kyle had 28 chances at shortstop and fielded absolutely everything, no errors. But he was diving to his left, diving to his right, going out into shallow outfield and flagging things down.
The 2-0 pitch here to Mitch Quaid, who doubled his last time up and scored the game's first run.
Quaid, the 4 batter in the order. I'm going to guess that he's going to be looking here, but you never know. They might give him the green light up 3-0. 3-0 with the 3-0 count. Throw over to first base. Junker dives back. Here's the 3-0 from Anderson.
And that one in there for a called strike 1. And we're full. Brock worked his way back.
Junker will probably, he will get a running start here if he's aware of the situation. First baseman, that's Krapinski, steps back, not going to hold him on. There goes the runner.
Pitch is upstairs. Ball 4. That's going to draw a visit from the Alpaca manager, Chad Riley. All right, we're going to have a pitching change. So while we get everything sorted out, we're going to take a little break. You are watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV.
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's N-U-G-E-N Marion.com.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
And we're back here at Cadwell Park. J.D. Kirchner has completed his warm-up tosses.
The shortstop, Brady Krause.
Brady Krause steps up to the plate. 2 down here with runners on first and second.
Kraus grounded out to third base last time. And the Alpacas desperately hoping for a ground ball here. Sidearm from Kirshner is in there for a strike one. Here's a delivery. That pitch is waved at and missed by Kraus, so it's quickly 0-2.
Appeared to be a little different arm slot there. He dropped down more submarine the first time by my estimation, and that one more side-armed.
You'll see 3 arm slots here generally out of JD. And he'll throw 3 pitches out of all those slots. So here's the 0-2. That's grounded weakly over to first. Krapinski will sit on that. And that'll be the third out. But Milbank scores 2 runs. They leave a runner on 2 hits. They lead 3-0 after 2.5. You're watching amateur baseball on Live Ticket TV.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
01, 05. Also 01, 00, and 01.
We're back at Cadwell Park. South Dakota Amateur Baseball State Tournament after 2.5 innings. The Milbank Fire Chiefs are leading the Lennox Alpacas 1-0. Due up for the Alpacas will be the top of the order. Drew Sweeter, Kyle Braun, and Marcus Van Riel.
Third inning, the top of the order, and shortstop Drew Sweeter.
I had to grab my phone. I forgot it up here.
Sweeter at the plate, right-handed hitter, hitting .462 on the season, also 4-1 on the mound for the Alpacas. Here's a delivery from Berger. That's a swung on and missed, and the count will be 0-1.
Dom Berger begins this inning at 44 pitches, now up to 45. Struggled a little bit to get through each of the first 2 innings, but did get through unscathed.
The lefty, full windup, arms above the head, he deals, and that pitch is on the inside corner for strike 2. I think Sweeter thought that pitch might have been in. See if Dan Lund lets him walk that far away or gets him right back in the box here. The 0-2 here to Sweeter. Ball's lifted into center field. Taylor Berger drifts over, and it's off his glove, and it's going to drop, and Sweeter's going to get into second base. 2-base error on Berger, and Lennox has something going here in the top of the third.
The third baseman, Kyle Braun.
I watched Berger, and he was pretty nonchalant out there. He kind of drifted with the ball, and
yeah, he didn't really run after that ball. He more so drifted, I think, and that got him in a little trouble.
certainly a ball that he usually fields. Not trying to fault him, but he drew a beat on it right away and just kind of drifted with it and might have gotten there just a beat too late to make the play.
I'll bring Kyle Braun to the plate. He's swinging at the first pitch, and that's going to be fouled back out of play. over towards the Mitchell Exchange Club burger stand. I don't know if you can smell them through the mic at home, but they sure smell good up here. So 0-1 the count to Braun. There's a ball lifted into left field. Quaid will come in on that, and he'll make the catch. So one away here in the top of the third, and that'll bring
For
the
Lennox,
plate
only one, the catcher, Marcus
Van Driel.
Just a correction quickly, that was Justice Osborne out there in left field.
Oh, yeah. Quaid's playing third. I looked at my chart wrong. My fault. Thanks for the correction, big man.
It can happen to anybody. I just happened to recognize the Milbank Legion uniform because they've haunted us for years.
That pitch is fouled off of Van Driel's foot. So the count 0-1 here to Marcus Van Driel.
I alluded to it earlier. A lot of the Milbank veterans have given way to the younger generation, a much younger look out there than what we've seen in the past. A couple Legion kids, a couple first-year players out there on the field. The average age probably about 22 or 23 in the starting lineup.
Here's a pitch. That one's going to be down for a ball.
1-1 the count with one down, runner on second base.
Ball lifted out of play into the parking lot over to the third base side. The graphics man quickly on it with the glass shattering. There's a pitch. Could not check his swing, so that's going to go down as a K in the books. And there's two out here in the bottom of the third inning, and that'll bring to the plate center fielder Walker Hultgren.
Dom Berger now has struck out 5 and walked 1, surrendering a couple hits, and Brock Anderson struck out 5 in his stint.
Pitch is upstairs to Hultgren. So the question is, Brock, can they wear out Dom Berger, or will he throw infinity tonight?
Dom will throw 250 pitches if he has to.
Okay. Big swing and a miss from Hultgren there.
And the only qualifier there is if his ankle will allow.
Sure. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Sweeter still hanging out second base after the leadoff error, two-base error. That ball's lifted out of play behind us. So Hultgren Berger one strike away from getting out of another jam.
Here's the 1-2 from Berger. And that's inside. Very, very close. Tight.
Two your count, 2 outs, runner on second. 3-0 Fire Chiefs over the Alpacas. Here's a delivery. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Lennox nothing doing here in the third. No runs, no hits. There was a Milbank error. Nobody left. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV. We'll be back in 1 minute.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
And 0113.
We got a winner.
So again, 0101.
We are back at Cadwell Park here, getting ready to start the top of the fourth inning. Milbank Fire Chiefs with a 3-0 lead over the Lennox Alpacas. Due up for the Fire Chiefs will be the pitcher Don Berger, Justice Osborne, and Brady Femling, the 6, 7, 8 batters in the order, to face the right-hander for the Alpacas, J.D. Kirschner. First pitch from Kirschner is outside for ball 1. That pitch is up and in. 2-0 is the count.
Well, Haugie, I mentioned you before, but you weren't in, so now I know you are. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
Don Berger hitting .345 on the year, and JD is down quickly 3-0 here to the Milbank pitcher. And the old automatic, the 3-0 is in there for a called strike 1. That 3-1 pitch bounces, so a leadoff walk here for the Fire Chiefs in the top of the fourth. That'll bring to the plate the left fielder, Justice Osborne. Justice wearing number 1 on his Legion uniform. I would certainly expect a bunt in this situation.
As would I. Femling waits on deck. Taylor Berger in the hold.
That pitch bunted back to Kirschner. He goes to a knee, fields it, throws over to first, and there's an out at first base. And they're going to ask if they can get some help from the plate umpire, and he's going to say, I can't help you. You need to go talk to. So Dennis Becker will do the right thing here and go to Fryman. What it looked like in the production. I'm sorry.
That's Dan Lund.
Dan Lund. Dennis Becker will go to Dan Lund. And they'll talk about it. What it looked like on the screen there, guys. Did he stay on? They've said he did stay on, so Osborne with the sacrifice bunt will move Berger up to second after the walk, and that'll bring to the plate the right fielder, Brady Femling, with 1 out.
The first base Becker expended more energy selling that one very emphatically than I've expended in the last year.
That first pitch is in there for a called strike 1. Slider there from Kirschner. That's going to be swung at and missed. 0-2 is our count. That pitch is outside for ball 1.
Good pitcher's pitch there. If the guy goes after it, he can't do much with it. Pretty tantalizing.
1-2 the count. That one just a bit outside. timeout called at home plate here.
Who does JD credit for his prowess on the mound?
That's a great question.
Got to be Grandpa.
I don't even know about that. 2-2 the count. There's a delivery. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3.
So Taylor Berger makes his way to the plate. He's 1 for 1 on the day. Got down in the count and then fought one off and ended up lining one into center field.
Berger.
Two down with the runner at second base. Sweeter chases him back out there at second. First pitch taken for a called strike over the inside corner.
Sweeter playing a little cat and mouse with Don Berger out there. That pitch outside for ball 1. Another unorthodox swing and a miss there. That one from Taylor Berger. So 1-2 the count. Here's a delivery from JD. Chopper hit to third. Kyle Brown's going to have a hard time making this play, and he can't. Infield single there for Berger. And that'll move Don Berger up to third. So first and third here, and that'll bring to the plate the leadoff hitter, the catcher, Caden Kraus.
For Milbank, the top of the order, and catcher Caden Kraus.
Caden Kraus batted .224 on the season. He is a pesky hitter. It's a lot of line drives. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Runners on the corners. Caden just in his first full season as an amateur.
Taylor Berger going to be running on the pitch here, you think?
I don't.
A lot of signs there from third base coach. Pitch is up high for ball 1.
Awfully close.
A swing and a miss from Kraus, so 1-2 will be the count. One and two the count here. 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. 3-0 Fire Chiefs.
Kirchner shook off a couple signs and then nodded yes.
The ball's lifted in the air to center field. Holtgren drifts back, and he'll have it. And that will be a fly out to retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. One hit, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. 2 left. After 3.5, Milbank 3, Lennox 0. We'll be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
And we're back here at Cadwell Park for the bottom of the fourth inning. Milbank leads the Lennox only one Alpacas 3-0. Dom Berger so far tonight, 28 pitches in the first inning, 16 in the second, 14 in the third. His strike percent is over 70, so he has thrown a lot of strikes. Did issue the one free pass, his fourth of the season is all. Chris Krupinski, the batter, he's 0 for 1. Struck out swinging in his first at bat back in the second.
So Berger and Kraus met there on the mound. It seems to be going well for them. I can't imagine what they would have had to talk about, but nonetheless, we're ready to play. Here's a delivery from Berger, and that pitch is going to be up high for ball one. Berger very deliberate out there. That pitch is inside, 2-0. Dan Lund kind of hearing it from both sides a little bit tonight, but he's stayed rather consistent. So here's the 2-0 delivery now to Krupinski. That ball is going to be inside. 3-0 will be the count. So we'll see if we get the old automatic right here. Here's the delivery. And we did. 3-1 your count.
Dom Berger works from the extreme third base side of the rubber. Gets his sign. Kicks and fires the 3-1. A big swing from Krupinski. Not getting cheated on that one. Comes up empty that time.
So the count's full here to Chris Krupinski, the number 5 hitter in the Alpaca lineup. Here's a delivery. That pitch is inside for ball 4. So Lennox again with the leadoff man on for the third inning in a row.
For the Alpacas,
and that'll bring to the plate
hitter,
Kyle Tushin. Kyle with a single last time at bat. Krupinski not really a threat to run over at first. Tushin goes after that first fastball and fouls that back out of play.
Tushin, the pickup from Salem, batted .455 on the season. They still tell tales of yore when he was playing in a Legion tournament in Clark. They claimed that the ball was still going up when it left the yard 337 feet away.
I've seen this. I've seen Kyle hit some balls that probably haven't landed yet.
A wave and a miss at that one. Runs the count to 0-2.
Krupinski at first. Tushin in the box. Matt Storo standing in the on deck circle waiting for his turn. See if Kyle can get another 2-strike base hit here if he'll shorten up. Pitch from Berger. Up and away for ball 1. Good pitcher's pitch right there from Dom Berger.
Defense is pretty much straight away all around.
Here's the delivery, and that pitch is fouled back.
The hit in his first at bat was a flare out into right center field. Here's the 1-2. A bender that's fouled into the net.
Haven't seen Berger throw a lot of those big looping curveballs like that one.
No, and a nice job, nice piece of hitting by Kyle to foul it off and stay alive. Here's the pitch. Maybe.
Time called at
fourth. It's going to be a late night the way it looks.
Yeah, Ryan Deal just asked me if we would start at 7:30 with the next one. Tushin again fouls that pitch back.
Six hits on the board so far in the game. Milbank with 4 and Salem with 2. I'm sorry, not Salem. Lennox.
Well, Salem's got 1.
True.
I don't think the audio was behind at all.
138 drop frames. Anytime you get over 4 or 5.
That pitch is at the backstop, so that's going to allow Krapinski to move up to second. Kyle Tushin battling out there. That's got to be about the 7th or 8th pitch of this at bat. Making Berger work. Dom doesn't like the ball he has. He wants a different one.
That was the 7th.
So Kyle now looking to punch another ball into the outfield and drive in the first run of the ball game for Lennox. He's probably going to have to get it in the gap or down the line to score Krapinski. Chris, no speed demon these days.
We'll do it again. Fouled off into the screen one more time.
Kyle says, I think I've seen everything you've got. What else do you have? And Berger throwing everything at him, including the kitchen sink.
I missed that.
It was fouled off. Here's the 2-2.
Heck of a battle here. Neither guy wanting to give in. Next up will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat.
How about the pool for when Chaco says, slow down?
Another bender.
The ball's lifted right behind the bag, and that's going to be taken by Brady Krause. So one away here. Tushin with a heck of an at-bat, but he cannot advance Krapinski.
The left fielder, Matt Storo.
That'll bring to plate the left fielder for the Alpacas, Matt Storo.
So, Johnny, you've alluded to it a couple times, but Matt's probably the oldest guy on the team. What's that make him, 30?
Matt played for me in 2005. He would have graduated high school.
All right, so he is getting up there a little bit. Still much younger than me.
Matt was the girls' softball coach at Beersford this year. He has a daughter on that team and took them to the first South Dakota high school softball tournament.
Contestoro 1-1. One down. Krapinski out there at second base.
There's a pitch. That's going to be down. 2-1 our count. Storer with the attempted chicken wing there, trying to see if he could get a free base on the deal.
I saw that too.
He did not. That pitch is in there for a called strike.
Reminiscent of Richie Remmers.
2-2 the count. One away here. Bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch is fouled back.
The Alpacas proven to be a tough out here. Berger's 21 pitches in this inning and one out to show for it.
That ball's lifted down the line in right field. That's going to be a long run for Femling. He's going to get there and make the catch. Krupinski will tag and move up to third base. But Femling just about overran that, and I'm not sure if it had been foul. I think it may have been fair.
I looked at Lund, home plate umpire, and I saw him pointing to the foul territory side of things.
So a fly out to right for Storo, and that'll bring to the plate the second baseman, the Legion pickup player, Isaac Bambus.
Krupinski now 90 feet away. Bambus trying to cash in the first run, and here's a wild pitch.
It's going to be close, and Krupinski will score. So Lennox breaks through here with 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth and plates a run on I'm going to call that a wild pitch, but I'm not the official scorer.
That's what the official scorer called it.
Okay.
It was close, but one of those that's just on the brink of skipping in there, and it's a little bit tough for the catcher to come up with that one.
Bambus looks at that pitch up high, 2-0 our count.
Oh, it's you.
Two and one now the count. Isaac Bambus as he looked at one there for strike one. That pitch is fouled back just over our heads. So the count's 2-2. 2 outs here. Bottom of the fourth. Lennox with 1 in. They've trimmed the Milbank lead to 2 runs here in the fourth inning. There's a delivery from Berger. That pitch is fouled straight back. Isaac seems to have him timed up.
Just did a little check there. Krupinski started off the inning by walking. Moved up to second on a wild pitch. Tagged up on the ball that was very close to the line, but would have fallen foul according to the ump had it not been caught. But he tagged up and moved to third and then scored on the wild pitch.
Sometimes you got to manufacture one.
That's right.
Another pitch fouled back.
Pitch count continues to climb. It's now up to 86 here in the bottom of the fourth.
Two coming to Bambus. That's a curveball. That's going to be in there for strike 3. So Lennox scores a run on no hits. There were no errors, nobody left. After 4 complete, your score. The Milbank Fire Chiefs 3, Lennox Alpacas 1. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Oh, why am I?
Fans, we will start state tournament bingo game number 1 in 3 outs. Leading off.
We're back here at Cadwell Park in Mitchell, South Dakota. Top of the 5th inning, the Milbank Fire Chiefs coming to bat, leading the Lennox only one Alpacas 3-1. Kellen Hookey, first baseman for Milbank, leading things off.
Hookey with a single last inning off Brock Anderson. That first pitch from Kirshner misses outside for ball 1. And that slider will catch the corner for strike 1 or run the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul ball, chopped down the line. Third base coach makes the play.
So Hookey down in the count 1-2. J.D. Kirchner has tallied 1 in the 3rd innings here in relief. Looks a little frustrated by the break in the action. Wants to work quickly. And there's a called 3rd strike.
$10 donated to Mitchell Baseball.
And fans, that's $10 to Mitchell Baseball from Maybe Eye Clinic of Mitchell.
Merrick Junker now, the batter. Second baseman checks in at 0 for 2 so far on the evening.
Second baseman Merrick Junker.
Struck out in his first at bat, grounded into a fielder's choice at 3rd in his second. Heck of a play, I might add, by Kyle Brown in that second at bat. 1-0 the count.
Cue shot down to Ron Kraus.
Ron Kraus, one of those guys that talk about unsung heroes. He's kept baseball rolling in Milbank. They've had a ton of talent over the years, and he's one of the main reasons that they've been so successful.
I wouldn't know Ron Kraus if I didn't see him in a baseball uniform.
Ain't that the truth?
Every level he seems to be involved, and he's there. And
as far as that goes, I've never seen the man without a cap.
1-2 the count here to Merrick Junker in the top of the 5th inning. Big swing and a miss on that curveball, and that'll be strike number 3. So 2 away here, the Milbank half of the 5th.
For Milbank,
Mitch Quaid down the batter. He doubled on a deep fly ball to center field in his first at bat and walked in his second. I believe he was the one that scored the first run for the Milbank Fire Chiefs.
That is correct. And there's a drive into right center, and that's going to get down for a hit. So Quaid, 2 for 2 officially on the day. Appears to be a tough out.
Brady Krause now steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Grounded out to the shortstop and grounded out to the first baseman rather.
I'm pretty confident that Quaid has hit first pitch fastball for both of his base hits today.
You going to be sending a text to Junior?
Nope.
First pitch to Brady Krause, called strike.
Here's the 0-1 to Brady Krause. That slider's up and away.
Van Driel flagged it down.
Like a wide receiver doing a toe tap on the out-of-bounds line.
See that pitch well off the plate, but because of the arm slot, it's pretty tough to pick up. Brady thought about waving at it.
That one gets away from Vandriel, so that'll allow Quaid to move up to second on the wild pitch. And a 3-1 count here to the Fire Chief shortstop, Brady Krause.
3-1 with a 2 down. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Fills it up. 3-2 the count. Runner won't be going, of course, because there's nobody on first.
Here's the payoff pitch. That pitch is swung on and missed, and Kirshner strikes him out for the third out.
For Milbank in the top
Milbank,
of the 5th inning.
no runs on one hit, no errors. There's one left.
After
Halfway
4.5
through,
innings,
Fire Chiefs 3, Alpacas 1. We'll be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV.
Why so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves. That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first.
We're back at Cadwell Park. As Cam Wolf steps to the plate, and he'll look at a called strike 1. 3-1 Fire Chiefs halfway through. There's a ground ball hit over to Quaid at third. He's up with it. Throw across the diamond in time. And that'll go a 5-3 put out as Cam Wolf is retired for the first out.
Drew Sweeter.
That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, the shortstop, number 5, Drew Sweeter. Sweeter reached on an error last time up. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Berger throwing a lot of pitches, but doing a nice job of keeping Lennox off balance. Haven't really hit any balls hard. Sweeter fouls that one away out into the street. Shaping up to be a interesting tournament. I can't help but think, Brock, about the creativity of the teams and their mascots. We've got them all here today. If you can think of, or this week, you think of it, we've got it. A fire chief, a snapper, a killer tomato.
Alpaca.
Well,
very uncommon.
I didn't want to be a total homer, so I didn't say that one.
I've seen you ump. You've never worried about being a homer before.
1-1 the count. Oh, boy. One out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch from Sweeter's foul back, and the count will go to 1-2, and he's frustrated he missed that one.
I say that in jest, of course. Johnny Kirchner is one of the very good, consistent umpires that we see. Comes up to Clark and helps us out with our tournaments when we have him there in town. He'll be on the field at some point. When do you come?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week.
The money rounds.
Yep. So Sweeter, 1-2 count here with one out in the Lennox half of the fifth. Berger working again from that deliberate windup. That pitch is driven into left center field, and that ball is going to get down. That's going to be extra bases for Sweeter. So just as I said they hadn't hit a ball hard, one finally squared up, and Drew with the double gives Lennox another base runner. See if Kyle Braun can follow it up. Kyle is 1 for 2 on the day. He had a seeing eye single in the first inning that went off of second base. So Braun looking to pick up an RBI here for the Alpacas. Braun hits a shot between Sweeter's legs. That's going to get through. That's going to be an RBI single. And we got a 3-2 ball game here at Cadwell Park.
Third time through the order here now for the Lennox only one Alpacas, and two of the first three guys in the order come up with line drives.
We'll bring to the plate Marcus Van Driel, the left-handed hitting catcher. And there's a shot out into right center, and that's going to get down. Braun turns the corner. He's heading to third. Here's a pickup from Femling, and he'll throw it into the cutoff man. First and second here in the bottom of the fifth with one out. And the ever-dangerous Walker Hultgren coming to the plate will draw a visit from the manager of the Fire Chiefs. So we'll step away. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV.
First car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
$100 donation, and we'll be drawing for 25 guns and 10 $1,000 cash prizes on Saturday evening.
We're back at Cadwell Park.
From the raffle go to improvement at Cadwell
Bottom of the
Park.
fifth inning.
Thanks.
3-2 Fire Chiefs. Lennox threatening here. Runners on the corners with Walker Hultgren at the plate after 3 consecutive hits from the Alpacas. That ball's lifted high in the air. That'd be a home run in a silo anywhere in the state, and it's going to fall harmlessly foul. As Kyle Braun was on the move from first base, Hookie over there playing behind the runner. It's interesting.
Incidentally, I misspoke when I said that 2 of the first 3 guys in the order had line shots. It was 3 out of 3 now. First batter of the inning was the 9 batter, Wolf. He's the one that grounded out to third. There goes the runner.
And Dom says he doesn't care. We're going to let you go to... And he throws that pitch up high for ball. So Hultgren now with 2 guys in scoring position and a 1-1 count, and this will bring the infield in for the Fire Chiefs. Always dangerous when you bring the infield in, and I would not want to be playing first or second base with Walker Hultgren, or third for that matter. He looks at that pitch down for ball 2.
2-1 now the count.
And Dom can be a little bit careful with him. Krapinski has a strikeout and a walk and a run scored. He is in the on-deck circle. So maybe not going to give in with the base open here to Hultgren. He does come right down Broadway, and Walker took that one for strike 2. Courtesy runner out there at second base for the Alpacas is Brandon Oddie. And I think I just saw Oddie tip the pitch. We'll see if it helps Hultgren here at the plate. That pitch is away.
That's another maybe Mitchell caught looking for 10 big dollars.
So 3-2 the count. Here's the payoff pitch. That's driven back up the middle. That's going to score a run. Here comes Oddie. That went off somebody's glove.
No, it went off second base.
It did hit the bag. It's going to be a 2 RBI single for Hultgren, and the Alpacas have taken the lead here for the first time tonight at 4-3. I got caught up watching the runner from second to third to see if he was going to try to score.
So now in this inning, after the first batter was retired, 4 straight solid hits off Dom Berger.
And Dom's ERA just inflated.
He has an ERA.
He has one, that is correct.
He was perfect on the season, had given up a few unearned runs, but 0 earned runs.
First pitch to Krapinski is up high. Don't see any action in the Milbank bullpen as of yet, so expect them to ride Dom, just as Brock alluded to earlier. That pitch is swung on and fouled back.
They have options, including Brady Krause out at short, Taylor Berger out in center. Caden Krause behind the plate does some pitching as well.
And maybe that's why they're not warming anyone up yet. The 1-1. Krapinski shoots that one down by the bullpen. He was all over that curveball, just didn't let it travel quite far enough. One and 2 the count to Krapinski. Hultgren over at first. Lennox with 3 in the inning to take a 4-3 lead.
Big swing and a miss.
Foul ball.
Fouled off, I guess.
And Caden Krause not able to hang on. Boy, he's wishing he would have held on to that one.
Milbank trying to put out the fire here.
Great analogy.
Pretty good lead over there at first.
Hultgren is a threat to take off. Krapinski lifts that one out of play.
He's a rangy sort. How tall is he?
I would guess 6'4", 6'5". Covers a lot of ground in the outfield.
Towers over the Milbank first baseman there.
We are up in the press box here at Cadwell Park, and a picture just fell off the wall. It's getting ready for the demolition that's going to take place this fall, maybe. There's the 3-2. That ball's hit through the hole on the left side, and that'll be a base hit for Krapinski. And that'll bring to the plate the ever-dangerous Kyle Tushin.
Dom Berger now has thrown 107 pitches, still trying to get through the 5th inning.
For Lennox only one, the designated hitter, Kyle Tushin.
He's given up 5 hits in a row. Lennox threatening to flip the lineup here as well. With a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning, Kyle Tushin looking to add a little bit more of a cushion for the Alpacas. That pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Every umpire has a little different way of announcing a strike, and Mr. Lund here vocalizes a lot like I do and then comes with the signal later, and we have a hard time hearing him up here, so I don't want to guess. I know that's a foul ball. So 0-2 will be our count. Lundy with an arm on him, too. Did you see that throw back to the pitcher?
Wasn't long ago, and Lundy was dominating on the mound. Pitched a lot of years for the Castlewood Ravens. Had a really good breakout season with the Clear Lake Lakers, too.
0-2. Tushin chops that one. That's going to be in the hole. That's going to get by. Holgren's going to come around. Osborne can't handle it left. We got an RBI single there, official scorer.
Yes, sir.
So an RBI single for Kyle Tushin. And Lennox puts together 6 hits in a row. And that'll be it for Dom Berger. So we're going to step aside. Your score right now, Lennox 5, Milbank 3. Bottom of the 5th inning. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's N-U-G-E-N Marion.com.
We're back here. Dominic Berger has exited the game while he has exited the mound. Taylor Berger now pitching, and Dom moves to center. So far, the line for Dom Berger, 4 1/3 innings pitched. He did surrender 8 hits. What was it, 6 in a row?
We are at 6 in a row right now. Yep.
Struck out 7, walked 2. The inherited base runners, both his responsibility. We'll see if his brother Taylor can get out of this inning. Ball lifted foul and out of play.
Oh! Max Sweeter down there picked that one up. I guarantee you that's going in his collection. He's not getting a $2 bill.
Taylor Berger, above average fastball. He'll throw a little bit more junk. And there's a curveball.
Storo hit that one deep, and that's going to be over the head of the left fielder and gone! 3-run home run for Matt Storo. And Lennox going to jump out to an 8-3 lead. That pitch was annihilated, to use a term from you, Commish.
I was surprised it didn't get ruled ground ruled out.
Will we see Christian Rodriguez tonight?
Good question. I guess I suspect he would be available.
For those of you at home, I was umpiring in a state tournament last year in Clark, and I awarded a ground rule double on a ball that Christian Rodriguez from Lake Norden absolutely annihilated. And I have not lived that down as Bombas hits a chopper over to second. And that ball just about thrown away over there by Yunker. So he'll be retired 4-3 for out number 2. And that'll bring to the plate Cam Wolf for the second time this inning. So Lennox sending 10 batters to the plate here in the 5th and putting a 7 spot up on the Milbank Fire Chiefs. And we got a lot of ball game left. 7 minutes from the start of our next game. First pitch there from Berger. When do we announce time limit? And this is the last inning. Here's a delivery from Wolf, and that ball is going to be hit into center field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. So Wolf just screwed up my old-fashioned scorebook by getting a hit there because that's his second time to the plate here in this inning.
For Lennox, only one, the top of the order, and shortstop Drew Sweeter.
As you heard from public address announcer Joe Van Gore, rolls us over to the top of the order. Drew Sweeter, the shortstop, steps up to the dish. He's 1 for 3.
He doubled and scored a run here in the 5th inning with 1 out.
Grounded out in his first at bat to the shortstop and then reached on an error, 2-base error out there in center field in his second. 2 down, big lead over at first base.
That pitch in there for a called strike. Wolf over at first base ran some cross country and track at the University of South Dakota.
If this was the Metrodome, he'd have both feet on the carpet.
Sweeter hit by a pitch, and he says, I'll wear that one right after he threw his elbow guard into the dugout. So Sweeter reaches for the second time in the inning.
For the Alpacas,
and that'll bring to the plate the third baseman, Kyle Brown. And I can tell you right now, Kyle does not want to be the one to end this inning. And you'll see that in the swings he takes.
Kyle 2 for 3 on the night, a couple singles.
Single with an RBI here earlier in the 5th. Big swing and a miss there. Swings that thing like a shillelagh.
I'm not sure what a shillelagh is, but I'm going to take your word for it.
Google it.
I don't know how to spell it. Have to get out the voice feature.
The AI.
Yes. Down in the count, 0-2 is Brown. He steps out. Milbank desperately seeking that third out. Try to get back to the dish and do some damage. Here's the pitch. Taken just a bit high.
Ooh, that was close.
Chopped foul.
Noah Hammond over there makes the play. Here's the 1-2 to Braun from Taylor Berger. Ball lifted. Domberger really shading to left center here now, where they had played straight up mostly in the outfield. There's a pretty big gap over there by the county fair sign in right center field. And that pitch is going to hit Braun. So back-to-back hit batsman will load the bases, and that'll bring to the plate Marcus Van Driel. Van Driel singled at an RBI single and scored a run here in the 5th.
Van Driel.
Jesse Krause going to come out of the dugout, make a trip to the mound. Are we going to step away for 30 seconds?
I think we'd best. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Marcus Van Driel steps into the box here after the conference on the mound. Situation, bases full of Alpacas, 2 down. Number 3 batter in the order up. He's the 13th batter of the inning. This ball lifted out into center field.
Dom's turning around. And the ball's on the ground. 2 runs are going to score. Here comes Kyle Braun. He's going to score.
Oh, my goodness.
And did we just have an inside the park home run?
We did not.
So we got, it's going to take me a minute to sort this out. I've never in my life seen anything like this.
It was a 4-base error that plates 4 runs.
For the Alpacas, the center fielder, Walker Hultgren.
Should have been the final out of the inning.
Twice.
Yeah. Off the bat, Dom Berger got twisted around a little bit. Looked like he had recovered and came up just a little bit short. Had to try to make a stab at it as it glanced off his glove and fell just behind him.
Hultgren lifted that one out of play, so 1-1 will be the count here to Walker.
This inning has gotten all kinds of ugly. This is the 14th batter of the inning.
We've got 11 runs across the plate this half inning. That pitch is on the outside corner for a ball. 2-1 your count to Hultgren, who singled and scored a run his last time up. Singled off of second base. It's a big swing and a miss on that one. That'll run the count to 2-2. Lake Norden Laker fans starting
to hand it to the Alpacas for hustling on that last play. Some guys would have coasted, from first to third and expected it to be caught. Brown rounded the bases all the way from first, and Van Driel hustled all the way.
There's a strikeout to end the inning. So Lennox scores 11 runs on 8 hits. There are nobody left and a handful of errors.
1 error.
1 error.
None left on base.
So after 5 complete, Lennox 12, Milbank 3. You're watching South Dakota Amateur Baseball on Live Ticket TV.
State tournament bingo.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
Leading on for Milbank in the top of the 6th inning, the center fielder, Don Berger.
And we're back at Cadwell Park. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Lennox with an 11-run bottom of the 5th, if you're just joining us. It'll bring to the plate the center fielder, Dom Berger. Dom did start on the mound, and he was lifted last inning after 5 or 6 consecutive base hits by the Alpacas. Kirshner starts him off with a strike.
Defensive changes. For Lennox, only one, now playing left field, number 4, Josh Addington.
Josh Addington now into the ball game in left field for the Alpacas. We may have just seen the last at-bat of Matt Storo's career, that 3-run homer back in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Well, what do you know that I don't know? If they go on to the next round, is he going to be here?
I don't know.
Oh, well, you never know, I guess.
But I just feel like he's talked to me enough about how old he is, and that might be a good time to ride off into the sunset. As that pitch is in there for a strike to Berger. 1-2 now the count from J.D. Kirshner, the Alpaca right-hander. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3.
For the Fire Chiefs, the left fielder, Justice Osborne.
Left fielder Justice Osborne steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Struck out swinging and sacrifice bunted what seems like a lifetime ago. Since Kirchner took over, and you say Kirchner or Kirchner?
You can say whatever you want.
I got some ideas.
The pitch is in there for a strike.
Anyway, since he took over, he's allowed 2 hits. He's walked 1 and struck out 5 in just 2 2/3 innings.
So that pitch from Kirchner is swung on by Osborne and missed to make the count 1-2. JD probably looking to pitch to contact here with a big lead, and he throws that one in there for strike 3. So quickly, 2 strikeouts here in the inning.
For Milbank, the right fielder, Brady Fendley.
Right fielder Brady Femling steps up 0 for 2 on the night. Has struck out swinging twice. Got down in the count and waved at a strike 3 in both at bats. Looked like a excuse me swing in both cases. And try to put a good swing on the ball here. Up in the count 1-0 is Femling. Two down. Go ahead.
JD kind of went through a sequence there of signs. I wonder what he's going to throw him here. Slider. Stays down for ball 2. That fastball in there. Bring the count to 2-1. So 31 games we're going to bring you over the course of the next 11 days. As that ground ball is hit over to second base to Bambus, and he will retire Femling. So no runs, no hits, no errors for Milbank. 12-3 Alpacas as we go to the bottom of the 6th. You're watching Live Ticket TV and the South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
$47 in the pot. Again,
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
We're back at Cadwell Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Lennox with a 12-3 lead over the Milbank Fire Chiefs. Chris Krapinski in to bat now, and he will face Brady Kraus. Brady, the third Milbank pitcher here today. Taylor Berger will now play shortstop for the Fire Chiefs. Krapinski today is 1 for 2 with 2 runs scored and a walk. And here's the 1-0 from Kraus. That's swung on and missed for strike 1. Pitch fouled back and bring the count to 1-2. Lennox probably looking to score a run here to stretch this thing out to a 10-run lead. That pitch outside for ball 2, so the count will be even at 2-2.
On paper, this game had the makings of being one of those, as we said before, heavyweight type battles. And it looked like it through 3 innings, and even 4.
Dare I say it could still very well be.
Could be. Merrick Junker bobbles that one.
And Dennis Becker is going to call out Chris Krapinski over at first.
Fans, a good bingo. Dave from Dimmock wins $47.
That'll bring to the plate a pinch hitter here, Brandon Fodness. Brandon leads the Lennox club in home runs this year.
For Lennox only one. Number
As
7,
kind of a
Brandon
utility
Fosnick.
player, he will be in Kyle Tushin's spot in the order.
Now I got to ask you, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
I was told a few years ago that in Lennox it's pronounced Fudness.
It is, but I said it that way because I knew you would. Anyone with this name in Lennox goes by the nickname of Fudd. So 1-1 in the count here to Fudd. With 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. Brady Kraus on the mound. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2.
Big swings from Fudness. 1-2 the count.
Pitch just a bit outside.
Brady reached back, tried to put a little extra on that one, and got away from him.
As I was saying last half inning, we will be bringing you all 31 games of the Class B portion of this tournament. And we are also gearing up at Live Ticket TV for our fall sports season. So you can find us on the web, pick your favorite school, and go watch a high school football game, volleyball game, basketball game, or wrestling match all throughout the year. And if you want to be a part of that, you can reach out to one of us, and we will gladly put your ad on our productions as Fodna strikes out.
Last call, 50-50. Last call, 50-50.
Jody, what have we got? What have we got lined up for the A portion? Will there be cameras at Drake next week?
Yes.
So we'll bring you all the games from the A tournament here in Mitchell.
Pitch to Josh Addington, who replaced Matt Storrow in left field last inning.
Will there be cameras in Yankton? Okay.
Big swing and a miss on a curveball from Addy there. So 0-2 the count. Brady Kraus looking to work a quick 6th inning here. That pitch is lifted into right center field. More straightaway center. Don Berger coming on. He slides. He can't get there. Addington is in to first with a single.
Berger was shading him to pull. Covered a lot of ground, but just not able to come up with it. Isaac Bombas now the batter. He's the second baseman for Lennox. 0 for 3 on the night. Struck out looking twice and then grounded out to the second baseman. A good young talent, though.
That ball's hit high in the air. Taylor Berger's looking at Quaid, and Quaid does take it. It didn't look like anyone wanted it, but that'll end the sixth. So after 6 complete, the Lennox only won Alpaca's 12, the Milbank Fire Chiefs 3. We'll be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV.
Baseball Association.
The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether
And we're back here at Cadwell Park for the top of the 7th inning. Milbank coming to bat. They've got a lot of work to do. Down to their last 9 outs, and they're trailing by 9.
J.D. Kirshner on to work his 4th inning of work in relief here, relief of Brock Anderson. And that'll bring to the plate the number 9 hitter, Taylor Berger, who is now the shortstop after a brief stint on the pitching mound. First pitch from Kirshner is outside for ball 1. I see our friend Matt Clark chimed in.
Of course.
That pitch is away as well. 2-0 the count here.
And I'll bet you after he sent that text, he started cackling to himself.
Unbelievable. That pitch misses, so 3-0 the count here. Kirshner in danger of walking his second. And that pitch will miss, so there's a 4-pitch walk to Taylor Berger.
For the Fire Chiefs, the top of the order. And catcher
that'll bring up
Kraus.
the catcher, Caden Kraus. Kraus 0 for 2 on the day with 2 walks and a run scored back in the 3rd inning on a single from Kellen Hookey, who was in the on-deck circle. That pitch from Kirshner in there for a called strike 1.
Drop down Dan Quisenberry style.
The old knuckle dragger. The 0-1, that pitch will stay down for ball 1.
Kirshner has now thrown 55 pitches in relief. A 60% clip, 33 out of 55 for strikes.
I'm sure he's not happy with that number. He misses inside there to go to 2-1.
Eric, the score is 12-3. You better do your math again.
Here's the 2-1 from Kirshner. That pitch is lifted out of play and foul. So 2-2 is the count.
Matt, I see your text, and it hurts me to tell you you usually do a pretty good job behind the plate, too. Well, on the bases as well.
2-2 the count here to Brady Kraus, the catcher for the Milbank Fire Chiefs. And there's a delivery. That's hit to Krupensky at first. He's up with it. Over to Sweeter at short. Back to Krupensky. Not in time, says Dennis Becker. So the fielder's choice will allow Kraus to reach first.
So with 1 down, the batter will be Kellen Hookey. He's 1 for 3 on the night.
Pair of strikeouts looking and a single back in the 3rd inning. 2 2 RBI single in the 3rd inning for Hookie, with a 1 away here in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Kirshner is left down for ball 1. JD struggling a little bit here to get on top in this inning.
I blame his father.
That's probably a good thing. That pitch is coming right here. It's going to be on the roof. It did not hit the roof. Went right over the press box. So the count will be even at 1 ball and 1 strike to Kellen Hookie. Here's the 1-1. Slider in there for a strike. Swung on and missed by Hookie for strike 2. One and 2 the count. Kirshner looking for another strikeout. And he will not get it on that pitch. Just a bit outside, maybe a little high.
If I'm Kirshner, I'm going back after that outside corner. Hookie stepping out just a little bit. He starts with an open stance and doesn't completely close it up.
Probably see a slider that starts in the middle of the plate right here. And it did, and that ball was fouled into the glove for a strikeout and out number 2. So 2 away here. And we're going to have a courtesy runner at first base.
The second baseman, Merrick Junker.
That is,
I'm guessing it's Sammy Femling.
Sammy Femling, a Legion player. And that'll bring to the plate Merrick Junker. Junker 0 for 2 on the day officially. Reached on a fielder's choice. So that slider from Kirshner is left up high and outside. That ball's lifted over in foul territory. Krapinski gives chase, and he's got it for out number 3. After 6.5, your score. The Lennox only won Alpacas 12, the Milbank Fire Chiefs 3. We will be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV.
After 6.5 innings, Alpacas 12.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Farmers know crop insurance is essential for managing risk. It's also valuable for maximizing revenue. The crop insurance officers at Farm Credit Services of America have proprietary tools and expertise to deliver the personalized crop and revenue protection you need for the peace of mind you want. Nobody delivers crop insurance like this. Discover the difference by calling 800-884-FARM. Agriculture works here.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
We're back at Cadwell Park here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lennox sending a pinch hitter to the plate for Cam Wolf. Wolf finished the day 1 for 3 with a run scored. This is Matt the Hammer Stangram with his first state tournament appearance. And he hits that ball high in the air, and it's a foul ball.
Kellen Hookey gave chase, had a beat on it, looked at Caden Kraus, wondering if he was going to call him off, and then tried to stab at it at the last second.
Milbank, like they're struggling with those in-between fly balls tonight. Nobody really wants to catch them, so Stangram with new life, but an 0-2 count. Matt plays club baseball at Grand Canyon University. He is a Lennox product. Pitch is up high. So 1-2 the count to the hammer. That pitch will be looked at on the outside. 2-2. Hammer runs the count full, looking to get on base here. Lennox looking for a run here in the 7th. They would love nothing more than to end this game. Oh, Hammer with the shillelagh, and he strikes out. Matt's one of those kids you just can't help but cheer for. He's a great kid, kind of a role player, and happy to be a part of it. So that'll bring Drew Sweeter to the plate. He is officially 1 for 3 on the day, has scored a couple runs. Started the rally in that big 5th inning with a no doubt double to left center off Dom Berger. First hit of 8 that inning for the Alpacas, where they put up an 11 spot. But Kraus, in his inning and a third of work, has been able to keep Lennox at bay. That pitch skips in there for ball 1.
1-1 the count here with 1 down.
That ball lifted high in the air. Left and center both converging, and that ball is taken by Osborne out in left field for out number 2.
Justice Osborne, the Legion pickup, calls off Dom Berger and makes the play. 2 down now.
Kyle Brown
to the dish. Kyle Brown. 2 for 3 on the night. Hit by a pitch in his last plate appearance.
Kyle scored 2 runs tonight as well. Came in and scored on that 4-base error back in the 5th after being hit by a pitch. That ball's lifted. That's going to get out of play into some Lake Norden Laker fans.
Again, kids, that foul ball's worth $2 if you turn it into the concession stand, or you can keep it. Foul balls courtesy of the Friends of Amateur Baseball.
Jody Ike from Lennox corralled that one and gave it to Max Sweeter. He's going to need a box to get all his baseballs home.
Here's the 1-1 pitch from Brady Kraus, taken high and away for ball 2.
Two and 1 the count here to Kyle Brown. That ball is going to be lifted in foul territory. Quade's over, and he'll corral that one for out number 3. So Lennox 3 up, 3 down here in the 7th. We'll go to the top of the 8th. 12-3 is your score. We'll be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV.
After 7 innings, Lennox only won 12.
Black Hills State University provides the opportunity to explore careers with more than 125 programs of study. With quality programs and passionate faculty, you can find the path to a career of your dreams. While exploring academic options, find adventure that awaits for you in the beautiful wilderness surrounding Spearfish. Get involved in one of the many clubs on campus. Learn to lead and gain the knowledge that puts you above the rest. Apply now at bhsu.edu.
Whether you are pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
We're back at Cadwell Park, top of the 8th inning here. Lennox leading Milbank 12-3 in Game 1 of the 91st South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Batting for the Fire Chiefs is, I'm going to flip my book. Yes, I use an old-fashioned book. Mitch Quaid. Quaid has 2 hits on the day and a walk. He has scored a run. That first pitch from Kirshner is on the outside corner for strike 1. Oh, 1 the count here to Mitch Quaid, left-handed hitting third baseman for the Fire Chiefs. That pitch is fouled back off the catcher for strike number 2.
Quaid has doubled, walked, and singled on the evening.
So 0-2 the count. Top of the 8th inning. 12-3 Lennox. Lennox aided by that 11-run 5th. And that pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike 3 to Mitch Quaid. So 1 away here. Milbank down to 5 outs, running out of outs here.
The pitcher, Brady Krause.
Brady Krause steps up to the plate. He's now serving as the pitcher for the Fire Chiefs. He's 0 for 3. He's grounded out a couple times and struck out swinging once.
Krause, strikeout victim back in the 5th inning. Pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is flailed at. That'll bring the count to 0-2. Oh, 2 the count. 1 out here, top of the 8th inning. That curveball is in there for a called strike 3. $10 more goes to Mitchell Baseball. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Kirshner, and that'll bring to the plate Dom Berger. Dom is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout back in the 6th inning. And that pitch from Kirshner is down low for ball 1. Pitch from JD is inside for ball 1. Ball 2, excuse me. The right-hander kicks and fires, and that's going to be off the plate. So 3-0 is the count.
Only one now playing right field, number 16, Brandon Oddie.
So 3-0 your count. 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Beautiful Cadwell Park. The shadow's starting to set in, starting to cool off. That pitch is in there for a called strike 1. Starting to cool off up here in the press box. It doesn't feel like volcano lava anymore. Jody Brozick just shrugs his shoulders. He's up here in a long sleeve shirt. 3-2 the count.
Well, those of us who know Jody know that he's got a cold, cold heart, and therefore he needs the long sleeve T-shirt.
Oh boy. Payoff pitch here to Berger. That pitch is hit back up the middle, and that's going to be a single for Don Berger. With 2 outs here in the 8th inning. So that'll bring to the plate Justice Osborne. Osborne is 0 for 2 today.
Pinch hitter.
Now batting for the Milbank Fire Chiefs, number 22, Tyler Kraus.
Tyler Kraus into the game now as a pinch hitter. So Fire Chiefs taking a page out of the Alpacas book and giving some guys an opportunity to play here in the state tournament. And why not? You play all summer long. Sometimes you're the 9th guy. Why not get a chance here? See, it's a ground ball over to Kyle Brown at third. He's up with it across the diamond, and it'll be a 5-3 put out for the 3rd out. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Lennox Alpacas 12, Milbank Fire Chiefs 3. We'll be back in 1 minute on Live Ticket TV.
50 tickets out. 6.
Why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt.
And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Hey farmers, don't have the time or the means to haul your corn to market? Contact Derek or Phil at New Gen Energy. They are receiving corn 6 days a week, and every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. is Farmers Only Haul Day. Located in Marion, South Dakota, New Gen Energy also sells distillers and corn oil. Call 605-648-2100 for all your corn needs, and check out their website at newgenmarion.com. That's NUGEN Marion.com.
Bottom of the 8th inning for Lennox only one. The catcher, Marcus Van Driel.
We're back at Cadwell Park. Bottom of the 8th inning here. The only one Alpacas from Lennox leading the Fire Chiefs from Milbank 12-3. At the plate for the Alpacas will be Marcus Van Driel to face Brady Kraus. Defensive changes here for the Fire Chiefs. They have put Tyler Kraus into right field, and Brady Femling has moved over to left. There's a ball lifted foul and out of play over towards that bullpen. So it's going to be a 1-1 count here to Marcus Van Driel. I'm guessing Lennox would really like to push this last run across and not have to play the 9th, but we'll see if they can get something going. There's a shot hit over at second. Yonkers had trouble over there today, and Van Driel runs like a deer. He beats that one out for an infield hit.
That's going to be an error.
Error, says the official scorer.
Whatever you say, Joe Bro. I can't get the hang of saying.
So Connor Ike, Legion pickup player, will be in to courtesy run for Marcus Van Driel. Ike, not a threat to run, probably.
One, number 99, Connor Ike.
And Walker Hulker, not a threat to bunt here in this situation. He's thinking one swing and end this sucker.
At the plate for the Alpacas, the center fielder, Walker Hulker.
Looking at the board, Milbank has 3 runs on 6 hits, and they've committed 3 errors. Lennox, 12 runs on 11 hits, and they have committed 0 errors.
There's a shot into left field right at Femling, who just moved over there. He makes a pretty good play. That's a tough ball to catch like that, coming off the bat of a lefty.
Only one, the first baseman, Chris Krapinski.
So Hulken lines out to left for out number 1. That'll bring to the plate the first baseman, Chris Krapinski. Chris is 1 for 3 on the day with a walk, 2 runs scored. And he will face Brady Krause for the second time today. So that pitch is taken down low for ball 1.
Here's the 1-0 to Krapinski. Flared out in left field.
Ball's in the left center. Femling comes over and makes the grab.
And fans, our winner is
Sorry, Brock, I didn't mean to walk on you there.
$61 to Josh from
Not a problem. You said it better than I could have.
Defensive changes for Milbank. Now playing right field, number 22, Tyler Krause.
Brandon Fudness now steps up to the dish.
Number 9, Brady Femling.
0 for 1 on the evening. He batted for Kyle Tushin last time up. Struck out swinging.
For the Alpacas, the designated hitter, Brandon Fosness.
I believe Johnny said that Fudness led the team in home runs.
That is correct.
How many?
3. They don't hit a lot of home runs. Got 1 today and a Little League home run, though.
No, they had 1 out of the park.
Yeah, 1 out of the park and a Little League home run, the Grand Slam. Kid gets a free ice cream cone after the game if he's 12. Here, they just call it a 4-base error. Big swing from Fodness right there. 1 and 2, I'm sorry, is the count. Brady Krause has come in and been very efficient here in 3 innings of work. He's only allowed 1 hit thus far. That pitch is in there for a called strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Milbank down to 3 outs. I'm sorry, the top of the 9th. Milbank got 3 outs left. 12-3 Lennox. Top 9. That's what I said. I corrected it. I corrected it. Well, Jody's talking to me. Sorry, I forgot we're still on air. We'll be back in live ticket TV in 1 minute.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your idea? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Acres ahead.
At the top of the 9th inning for Milbank, the left fielder Brady Femling.
And we're back in Mitchell, South Dakota. Top of the 9th inning. Milbank down to their final 3 outs, trailing Lennox 12-3 in this first game of our 2023 South Dakota State Amateur Baseball Tournament. J.D. Kirshner on the mound, and he hits the leadoff hitter, Brady Femling, the left fielder. And that'll bring to the plate Taylor Berger. Taylor is 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles and a walk. He scored a run back in the 3rd. See if Kirshner can induce a ground ball here and maybe a double play. An 0-1 was a ground ball. He skipped it into the catcher.
Kirshner now in his 6th inning of work has only surrendered 3 hits, 2 bases on balls, and the 1-hit batsman that you just saw. He's struck out 9. 9 out of the 16 outs he's recorded have been via the strikeout.
That slider was in there for strike 1.
1-1 the count to Taylor Berger. Fouls this one off and out of play.
Make a play.
Rick Weber from Flanders sitting over there would have caught that 10 years ago. Instead, he took it off the shin. If he had a glove on his foot, he'd be an all-star.
That's harsh, Johnny.
Rick will appreciate it if he hears it. 1-2 the count. That pitch is hit to Bambus. He's going to make the catch and throw it over to first for the double play. So he did induce a double play, just not quite what we were expecting.
For Milbank, the top of the order. And
Caden Krause makes his way to the plate. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Milbank down to their last out. Started off looking very promising for the Fire Chiefs, but an 8-hit inning. Tallied 11 runs for Lennox back in the 5th, and they've been in the driver's seat ever since. J.D. Kirshner trying to hammer it down, nail down the win. First pitch, high and in for ball 1. Johnny, your son has 9 strikeouts on the evening. How many did you have in your career?
I didn't pitch, so I probably had about 9.
How many did you have at the plate?
9. 9.
Only ever struck out 9 times. That was all in T-ball.
That is not true. I didn't strike out a lot, but Lee Goldhammer got me 5 times one day.
You're not the only one. If you don't know who Lee Goldhammer is, he is legendary.
Pitch is going to be lifted into left center. Long run for Hultgren. He's on his pony, and he'll make the catch, and that'll do it. So your final in game 1, Lennox opens up the door in the 5th at scoring 11 runs to take a 12-3 victory from the Milbank Fire Chiefs. Brock, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Well, the name of the game there for Lennox was pitching. They struck out 14 Milbank Fire Chiefs. The Fire Chiefs, conversely, had Taylor Berger that started on the mound. I'm trying to flip to it. They did tally as a team 11 strikeouts. Dominic Berger struck out 7, Brady Krause 3, and Taylor Berger 1. But that one inning, Lennox strung a ton of hits together, and my gosh, they took over, and what otherwise was a night of very even baseball turned into a lopsided affair, and the Milbank Fire Chiefs will end their season. Lennox only won Alpacas, move on. They will face the winner of the next game. The next game on paper looks to be another one that should be awfully good. Flandreau Cardinals versus the Lake Norden Lakers. Lakers, the District 1 champions. That game will be in about 20 minutes. And I guess let me just give credit where credit is due. For the Alpacas, there were 2 hits by Kyle Brown and Kyle Tushin. 1 hit by Hultgren, Wolf, Addington, Sweeter, Kropinski, Van Driel, and Storo. So they tally 11 hits, 9 different guys in their lineup, stringing them together. And that's the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen, timely hitting. For the Fire Chiefs, they did have hits off the bats, if I can get to it, of Kellen Hookey, Dominic Berger. Taylor Berger had 2. Mitch Quaid had 2. One of those was a double. And, of course, the home run off the bat of Storo was a big one for the Lennox Alpacas. So for now, Johnny, unless you have anything to say, we're going to sign off.
I got nothing. It was not quite the game we expected. We thought it'd be a little tighter, but we got one in the books, 30 to go.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope to see you back here in just a few minutes. Switch your viewers to the Lake Norden Flandreau game, and we'll be back in 20.